While he doesn't see himself making a comeback like the famous comeback of Martina Hingis, Somdev Devvarman certainly wants a tennis league in India, which he believes will improve the standard of tennis, producing more top single players in the future.
Yeah, potentially, obviously I feel like I had some more good tennis left in me, but at the same time, I was also very interested in a lot of different things and a lot of what I just spoke about earlier. So, yeah, I mean, I could have played for a few more years potentially, but also I think you don't just look at one aspect of it. You have to look and see if the individual, the athlete, is actually at the same motivational levels that he was when he was at his peak. And for me, obviously, I've mentioned it before as well. Th- that dipped, but my passion for sports still exists and has always existed. So, I'm still working very closely with sports in that side of it, just not as an athlete now, and more trying to, promote it the right way in our country. I no, I don't anticipate myself having the same kind of comeback that Martina Hingis had. She was world number one in singles, won a bunch of doubles Grand Slams, and came back and did the same thing, especially in the doubles game. And of course, helped a lot of our Indians with Sania Mirza and winning quite a lot with Leander Paes as well. So no, I don't think I'll be doing the same thing that Martina Hingis did, but I will be doing a lot of different things, and hopefully that's just as exciting as well. Um, yeah, there's a lot of reasons why India doesn't produce, top singles players, both in the men and the women's side. For me, if you really look back and see the things that were happening maybe 20, 30 years ago in Indian tennis, and unfortunately, a lot of those things are still happening. So, our systems haven't evolved, our structures haven't evolved, and although we're doing a few things right, I think we're doing a lot of things could be done a lot better. So, unless we get a lot of those systems and structures in place and we really encourage our kids the right way, promote our talented the right way, and really give them the right guidance and the right platforms, I don't anticipate it changing anytime. But I hope, with the new ministry, with a lot of the new powers in place right now, it really seems like sport is starting to take the right direction. So hopefully that happens in tennis as well. No, I think the problems that go down with Indian tennis have a lot more to do just with facilities. I think our facilities obviously could be better, like I mentioned earlier, but at the same time, I think there's a lot other things that we need to be focused on, such as coaching structures, grassroots development structures, how we're actually spreading the game, and if actually whoever is talented and has the passion to play, are they really allowed to play in India? So I think we need to be tackling those things before we tackle facilities. Facilities are important, but so are a lot of other things. Having a league in tennis will certainly help, especially if it's consistent, especially if it's something long term, and of course, if it also has levels, so Division 1, 2, 3, 4, and junior kids can aspire to get to the highest divisions. So something similar to what the teams have done in Europe and some of the teams have done in America. In tennis, it's a little bit more far-fetched because it's an individual sport. But in India, having a league will help. It will definitely help with popularity, and hopefully kids from rural areas, by looking at these leagues, can potentially be more interested in playing the game. Well, what Gopi Chand has done with badminton in India is nothing short of phenomenal. The guy has pretty much single-handedly changed the entire way international badminton is looked at in India. After he retired, after having tremendous success himself as a singles player, he's been very devoted to making sure that the right kind of guidance and attention has gone to the next set of players. And what he's done in Hyderabad, he's produced Sania, Kidambi Srikanth, obviously PV Sindhu, and a lot more than just those three. So what Gopi's done is not just produce those players, but he's also produced a culture, and that's the reason that badminton is now thriving in India. And I think the same can be done for other sports. It can definitely be done for tennis, but you need a really, really strong-headed person with a fantastic vision, such as Gopi Chand, in order to execute that vision. Well, I'm always for development in Indian sport. For me, I'm a sports fan more than anything else, and through a lot of my experiences while playing, I also feel like I have a lot to give back to Indian tennis. to Indian sport in general, and hopefully set up the right systems and structures. So that's what I'm working on. I'm always had my best interest for Indian sport at heart, and I'm always working my best towards making that into the most professional setup possible. Well, other than tennis, I watch quite a few sports. I'm a huge fan of Manchester United, so following them in the Premiership, watching the whole Alexis Sanchez drama unfold has been a lot of fun. Not for Arsenal fans, but for United fans it has been. But apart from tennis, follow a decent amount of Indian cricket and see. Usually they're winning quite a bit, so it's fun to watch them. So yeah, a lot of sports. I'm a huge sports fan. Honestly, a lot of people generally ask, what's your success recipe or your secret, and for me, it's none of that. It's just really understanding what hard work is, really being dedicated to, your profession and your own well-being and your own growth, and that requires a lot of dedication and a lot of time, and it needs to happen on a very, very consistent basis. So honestly, focused hard work, and hopefully your love for the game can kind of motivate you to reach new levels and to accomplish great things. I think that's the most important thing. So find that kind of energy in yourself within and give it your best. That's all anyone can really ask for.